Good noon students and welcome to the science class. So today in the last topics we have studied about the various processes of nutrition. Today we'll be dealing how the process of nutrition takes place in simple unicellular organisms. Since the process of nutrition is different in the multicellular animals and the process of nutrition is different in simple unicellular organisms. So one by one we'll be dealing with both. But first of all we will dealing how the process of nutrition actually takes place in simple unicellular organisms. One of the example of unicellular organism can be amoeba. This is an amoebic cell and it consists of cytoplasm and nucleus. This is amoeba. Now this amoebic cell, it is a unicellular organism because it consists of only a single cell. All the process of nutrition, that is digestion, excretion, assimilation, respiration, excretion, all the processes are carried out by a single cell only. This amoebic cell is an aquatic animal. So when this amoeba, it senses food, what happens? This amoeba, it is starting engulfing the food particle. It starts forming finger-like projections which are called as pseudopodia. These temporary finger-like projections, they engulf this food particle inside it. Now what happens when this food particle is engulfed? It is engulfed completely by this amoebic cell and a temporary food vacuole is formed. Since the amoeba, it has no mouth for engulfing the food or for ingesting the food, the ingestion of food takes place with the help of these finger-like projections, which are called as pseudopodia. Now, after the engulfing of the food particle, a temporary food vacuole is formed, and this food vacuole can be considered as the stomach. And here, the process of digestion of food particles takes place. Now, how do this food particle is digested? After the formation of this food vacuole, what happens? Certain digestive enzymes, these are secreted inside the food vacuole from the surrounding cytoplasm. Now what happens? After the secretion of the enzymes, these enzymes, it breaks down the food particles. This food particle, it got digested. Now after these certain enzymes, the digestion of food particles takes place. Since this food particle is absorbed by this amoebic cell directly and it is absorbed by the cytoplasm of this amoebic cell. Now since after the completion of the digestion, what happens? Certain waste products are also there. So these waste products, what happens? These waste products, after the digestion, there is no food vacuole. Now the digestion process is complete and this digested food, it is dispersed into the cytoplasm. Now this food vacuole, it disappears. Now there is no food vacuole and whatever the remaining waste products are, they are excreted out by rupturing of this, and the waste product is eliminated. Okay, now before the elimination of the waste product, there is a process called as assimilation. Now once the food is digested, it is absorbed by the cytoplasm. Now this absorbed food, what happens with this absorbed food? This absorbed food is utilized by this amoeba to grow. Now once this amoebic cell, it has grown to a certain extent, what happens? This amoebic cell, it divides or undergoes reproduction and two amoebic cells are formed. That is a different process. Now after the assimilation, I have already told you that not every food, the whole food is completely absorbed. Certain waste products are also produced by the body. So what happens? This waste products, these are eliminated from the body by rupturing at a certain, and then again it is joined and it is complete amoebic cell. So this is how the process of nutrition takes place in simple unicellular organisms. However, there are some organisms like paramecium. In paramecium, there are cilia present. In cilia, what happens? They helps in the movement as well as the bringing of the food particles close to the paramecium cell. Also, what happens in that, the cilia are present and there is a specific organ called as mouth for ingesting the food. But in amoeba, there is no specific organ for ingesting the food. It takes place through the finger-like projections called as pseudopodia. So one last time we will be discussing it. Since amoeba, what happens? Amoeba engulfs the food with the help of pseudopodia, which are the temporary finger-like projections. This food is entered and a food vacuole is formed. In this food vacuole, what happens? The cytoplasm, it releases a certain enzymes, the digestive enzymes. These digestive enzymes will digest the food, and this food, it is absorbed by the body. Now after the absorption of the food, the process of assimilation takes place, due to which the amoeba grows. And now if amoeba has reached up to a certain growth, what happens? This amoebic cell divides and it forms two amoebic cells, which means it undergoes the process of reproduction. After what happens? The waste products which are produced, they are eliminated from the body of the amoeba and a new complete amoeba cell is formed. The same process is repeated again and again. Now we will be discussing how the nutrition in complex multicellular organisms takes place.